Live Captain Albert Zertuche, and you'll give me just a second. I gotta find my clip. I'll just put it on over there. Here. Then I'll set up the. Oh man. Ugh. Long weekend. All right, let's see. All right, guys, let's get this in here. Move this further.
I have the same one.
Do what?
Yeah, that's the same one.
You want to bring me your rod, please? All right, give me just a second. Let me figure this out real quick. Bill notifying me that I got 75,000. Nope, a little late.
What happened?
It's telling me I have 75,000. I'm at 110. Okay.
110,000?
Yeah, I'm at 110,000. So yeah, that thing is working like a champ, huh?
Man, caught so many fish, boy. I'm ready to put one on my other pole.
Yep, I did.
Well,
that.
not right now, but when drum season starts, nah, I'm not. I may put, but just to have it in case.
Yeah, just in case, yes, sir.
Cause I'm never gonna, I'll never fish with two poles.
Bro, yeah, and it was time to change that braid too. You see how tore it up it is?
Yeah. It rocks and all kind of stuff already.
Life.
And I was wondering why is that there is a gap between either because it's a two-piece, right? It's a custom rod and it says hard light at the bottom for all the marbleization and stuff, you know, that effect, right? So it has the hard light logo on yours there. Right? So I sent it out to one of my friends. He's like, oh yeah, that's the company at the Corpus, right?
Yes.
So having said that, it's a two-piece. But the guys from the ponchos, they were like, no, I think there's something wrong with it because that needs to be sitting down completely flushed down. But then my friend, he's like, no, dude, no, I have a couple of their custom rods, and they don't. They're just, I guess that's the way they sit, the top part better yet with the bottom part. And I'm like, wow, I've never seen that. So I'm like, you know what? And he's like, well, you know what? Why don't you just send them a message or call them or send them a video, whatever. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I did send out a video to you guys through Facebook, and I'm like, you know what? Let me see if they can answer me, and then maybe you can guide me, just to educate me on what kind of rod it is, you know.
Okay, well, I don't know what kind of rod it is if I don't see it in hand, other than you saying it's a Team Hard Life rod if we have the sticker on there. The only two-piece rods that we were making were either Tackle Industry or the Vexens. Now, if it's blue, it's a Vexen. If it's black, then it's a Tackle Industry rod. The deal with the two-piece when they connect is that they don't allow, it's not the old way where they sit flush. It's an upgraded system that they designed so that way it doesn't lock into place when you attach the top section to the bottom section. Because if you shove it in there and try to make them connect, you'll never get the rod apart.
There you go, yes. And I looked at it there, and the guy there at the poncho, he's like, yeah, no, I think something's wrong with it. A friend of mine, you know, I guess, you know, they did their own little research, and the guy was telling them that no, he needed to get sandpaper, sand it down. So
no.
It would be completely flushed down. I'm like, you know what? I'll take it in like that, bro. I mean, I don't know how much you're running for those rods. But I picked it up for $120.
Well, they sell for $500 here.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah. Yeah, no, do not sand it down. Whoever was telling you that at the pawn shop doesn't know what they're talking about.
Well, of course I know. All we knew was that it was just a custom rod, that's it.
Okay. All right. Can you give me just a second? I have my pizza just came in. Give me just a second.
Yes, I'm hungry now, bro.
Have a good day. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day.
Gotta open it up so the crust doesn't get all soggy.
You can eat, Albert. Don't worry about me.
Well, I'm live now,
Oh.
so I just got live and I got somebody on the phone, so. All
No, hold on, I'm gonna eat.
right. We're gonna go to break real quick. All right, so yeah, no, if you're here in town, bring it by and we can give you more information about it, like what weight class it is and stuff like that. But
No, the thing is, I'm in Brownsville, brother. I'm like deep South Texas, and but I did send out the video through Messenger. I don't know if you were able to, or are you able to see that, right? But I did send out a video, and through Messenger, but I'm like, I don't know, maybe they didn't see it or they don't have a chance to do it, right? And I'm like, you know what? Let me just call directly.
oh, okay, yeah, no, just to be honest with Messenger and Facebook, it's not my top priority to be looking at the messages and stuff like that, because I'll get like a million messages in there of people requesting and all of that, and it's hard to try to look at that and all the comments that are coming through the YouTube channel. But again, do you follow my YouTube channel?
Yes, I just did. I just
Okay.
subscribed to it right now. Yeah.
Awesome.
So then, yeah, because the blank, it looks color blue.
So it's a Vexen.
Okay, yeah, it's all blue. And then at the very bottom, where the marble color effect is that kind of like reddish and bluish, and it's a really nice rod, bro. And then at the very bottom, in between the corks, it says a hard life, the hard, what is it, the UT, right? That's what it's called.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, I mean, it's a nice rod, dude. And my friend Garrick, maybe you know him, Garrick, here from Brownsville, you know?
I got a lot of guys that come in from S.P.I, Brownsville, and all of that. They come up here and do their shopping and then drive back down. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So he, I sent him out the rod, the picture, and every video, and he's like, yeah, dude, it's definitely a drumstick something. I'm like, but I went into your page and I was trying to look, and I'm like, dude, but this specific rod is not there. It's like, well, I mean, maybe it's just a custom rod that they made, for somebody. I'm like, oh, I don't know, So then it's a Vexen, you said?
Yes, if it's blue and a two-piece, yes, it's a Vexen, because that's the only company that in the tackle industry that we have gotten two pieces in. Everything else is a solid one piece, could be FTU, CUI, or Steadfast.
Oh, okay. And how do you spell that Vexen? VEC?
VEXAN. And those we got them in as blanks, and then we custom built them per customer request. So most of those will be at minimum a 60 to 130 pound class rod. So you can throw 8 and 10 ounce weights on that, no problem.
Oh, wow. So they run more or less for about $500?
Custom made through us, yes, they're $4.99.
Oh, wow. So I got a pretty good deal.
You got a steal at $100 and something.
Yeah, that's the thing, bro. This guy, they had two of them. The Poncham had two of them, which was this one, the one that I had, and then he had another one, which is green and black.
Wow.
And then the other one, they were able to sell it because the other one, I guess it was, I don't know if it was the same brand as yours, but it was probably something else, because that one, I guess it was like sitting complete down, but this one they couldn't sell it because they saw something wrong with it, that it would not sit completely flush all the way down. So, I Monday, that's what I do, bro. I go shopping all around the Brownsville. So I went out there and I was about to leave, and the guy George, he calls me. He's like, hey, bro, come here. I'm like, hey, what's up? Bro, if you know, you're the only one that can help us out of this. And I'm like, what's up? He's like, dude, we have this rod, but I don't know, for some reason we put the top part, the top part, he said, but it's not sitting completely all the way down, bro. And some guy told me to sand it down or whatever. And I'm like, so right away I texted my friend Eric, and I'm like, hey bro, what's up with this? He's like, bro, that's the way they are. I'm like, holy smokes. So I told the guy, how much you want for it? He's like, how much you want for me? And I'm like, how much you pay for it? He's like, that we paid $120 plus tax. I mean, $120 as we paid back. I'm like, I'll give you the 120. He's like, give me 130. I took it, bro.
Got him.
So now I have it. So it's like, okay, now let me find out what, what the specs and stuff like that. And that's when Derek was like, he gave me your information. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just call him up, straight up, and let me see what what the deal is with it. I mean, because I don't know.
Yeah.
But now, thank you for taking the time to letting me know a little bit of information since it's Texan blank.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All righty. Well, so now that I know that's so I don't push it all the way through down.
What do you mean? Yeah. Oh, when you connect them? No, just as soon as you feel it snug, that's it. You fish with it like that. Yeah.
Now, so if I push it all the way down, it will still not go down, right?
Yeah. You won't be able to get it all the way. If you were to ever get it to connect like that, it will never come apart.
Oh wow. Okay.
But you're gonna probably end up splitting the top end trying to get it like that. So, and just make sure they didn't sand it.
No, they did it, bro. You know what? The guy from there, they have a little thing that they use to, I don't know, it was like a little square thing, and that's what they use to test like the rings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the guy, he was gonna do it. I'm like, no, don't do it, bro. You know what? Let me do this, bro. I'll take it the way it is, and if I have to take the drive to Corpus to the company, I'll take it, bro. And he's like, all right, no return. I'm like, all right, no return.
Well,
Don't worry about it. You'll be alright.
But I appreciate it, man. By the way, if you're ever down in Bronx, bro, I'm the owner of El Vela's Barbecue down in Bronx. I have a barbecue restaurant.
oh.
Yes, sir. You can find me there on Facebook, El Vela's Barbecue. I do brisket, chicken, ribs, all that stuff.
Not sure to do that.
It's
But anyway,
yeah, and so yeah, if it's an event you're ever out here and we're still
I'll be right there.
hopefully God willing, yes. You're more than welcome, man, to swing by and get some brisket on us, bro.
Oh man, that's a date for sure. Brisket, yes, sir.
But it's only Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that I'm open.
Okay. All right.
Yes, sir. Don Wayne, sir. Well, nice to meet you, bro. And again, Mr. Vela, and thank you again for the information, bro.
No worries, boss. And yeah, you got a hell of a deal on that one, because when they first came out, we started them out at like $350, $375, but throughout the years and COVID and price increase, we had to go up to $499. So yeah, no, you got an awesome rod.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you. We'll keep in touch.
Yes, sir. Bye-bye. That was a very interesting call. Yes, guys, that's a big thing. Like, a lot of people are so used to the old school ways of like this, it sits in there and it looks like it's flush, and the newer ones are not designed. They're inverted the opposite way, to where the top end actually goes over the bottom end and stuff like that now. So yeah, crazy. But bro, like this line, man.
Yeah, I was at the jetty.
Did you weave this yourself? Oh, bro.
Yeah, man.
And you have not broken off, or you?
No.
God, bro. Like, if it's ever this bad, man, don't take a chance.
Yeah, I know.
God. Oh, man. I'm gonna cut off that section for sure.
You're gonna have to cut off.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it out until we get to the knot.
Yeah, well, that's why I started this video, because one of the biggest things about hollow core braids is a lot of people are still under the false impression of the old school way of thinking of braids. The biggest thing is that all braids are the same. No, they're not all the same. And this is multiple conversations that I've had with multiple fishermen. If y'all will give me just a second. Okay, I guess not. So I'm going to use my line cutters here to cut the braid here. Cut that off. You got your leader and your weight right there. Now, I'll go and get this off of there, your top end. And I don't need the whole thing to spool it or down spool it, but he's got a wind knot in here. So the deal with using spinning reels, whether it be mono, solid braid. There's specific braids out there that are supposed to counteract the wind knot. But I've seen wind knots in mono. I've seen them in braid, solid, and hollow. So this one's hollow core, and I'm going to show you the beauty of using the hollow core rather than the solid braid and or the mono. Hard life. I don't know. I'd have to see it. It's either a 6130 or an 8150. Yeah, on the pound rating. Yes. Yeah, if it's a 9-footer, because there was a time there that we couldn't get the 9-footer, so we had to go with like there was a 7.6, and no, there won't. Well, we did get a couple of them in the 10-foot range, but that was some time ago, about probably 2 years ago at least. You'll have an 81 or 8150 pound class rod, or a 6130 pound. Yeah. Right. Yeah, no, that's a hell of a deal right there for sure, boss. Yes, sir. You have it going. Bye-bye. All right, so now, just to kind of get this off of here, I'm gonna take off the top end of the spool just to get it off of here. I don't need all of this. And get that. Oh, I'm stepping on it. You got your money's worth off this braid, bro.
You have to tell him it's a one-arm. This is the very first time I've ever had a wind knot, and I'm a one-armed Lucky Charm, so I got an excuse.
That is.
I have an excuse that I only have one arm.
Yeah. Well, you ain't backing down. That's for sure. You ain't backing down. All right. So the further we get into it, I can see that there's twists in the line, but I don't really see a whole lot of frayage. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. What I'm looking for is the cactus. When you look at a cactus, how the little prickly hairs are all around it, you start seeing that, then it's time to get rid of the line.
Yeah, that just in the first 10 foot of it.
Yeah.
Because of the jetty. Because
it's coming up on the rocks and stuff. But I gotta ask, how long have you been fishing with it like that on the rocks, and how many fish have you landed?
Oh, I've landed a whole bunch of fish, and it's been like that for months and months.
And that's tight line braid right there, guys.
Bro, I caught a 36-inch drum like 3 days ago.
And
brought him in. So.
Yep.
36 inch.
All right, guys. So if y'all don't know, this is Mr. Lucky over here. He's a one-arm fisherman, and that deal that I was showing at the very beginning.
Easy.
There you go, Mr. Easy. I did a deal on his fishing rod to put a clip on, and it was something of his own design. I just improved it a little bit, so it didn't move as much. But yeah, so he's brought his line in, and like I said, the biggest thing between solid braid and hollow core braids, they're always the assumptions of what it used to be. So now I'm going to show you right here on his reel. We're going to take it down. We're going to find that loop. And if this was mono, everybody that deals with mono would know that it would be done at that section. Once you hit that loop, bro, you were getting distance, boss.
Yeah, I was one arm. Not bad for a one arm.
There you go. There you go. Yes, sir. All right, so now let's do this. Got the line off. Okay, so there's the wind knot right there. Now, if that was monofilament, it'd be over because mono has line memory. And once it cinches down, it's over. You got to cut it right there, and that's where you end up losing all of this line there. Now, with solid braid, it'd pretty much be the same thing if you can't get that knot out, which about 90% of fishermen out there would not even mess with it. Once they got to that point, they're like, screw it. They would just cut it off, you know, and keep fishing without it. So again, you lose that line. Well, with hollow core braid, I'm going to show you.
You need to get it out.
Yeah, you can get it out.
Now, there shouldn't be very much tension on it. You know what I mean? I hadn't caught it. I mean,
you caught fish with it, so yes, there is tension on it.
Yeah. Well, no, because when it just happened yesterday or day before yesterday.
Oh, okay.
And I haven't fished yet. I haven't fished because of that. I said, well, shoot, I'm gonna go to Albert's and get fixed before I go out again.
Right. Okay. So, bro, the phone ain't rang all morning. All morning it ain't rang, and then as soon as I went live, they're like, "Oh, he's live. Let's go. Let's go." Hard life. Hard life. All right. So, I'm gonna find that wind knot. Oh, I need I'm so in a hurry to get to it because, man, it's exciting to be able to prove the knowledge that I've been teaching everybody on the channel. If y'all are new to the Team Hard Life YouTube channel, guys, I am a fisherman myself. It's not just me owning a tackle shop. I fish myself. So a lot of the knowledge that I have earned throughout the years of fishing, I am sharing with everybody through the YouTube channel, especially since we have a tackle shop here. And I'm gonna find this wind knot as I put his line back on here. Okay, so there it is. And I don't know if y'all saw the dried up grass that was flying off. That or some mud on there.
See,
you fishing, bro? That's what you're supposed to be saying, you know. So right here, if this was mono, it'd be over. You cut here, and that's it. You cut all your losses, and that's a lot of braid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zero out my line counter so y'all can see. Line counter is zeroed out. He still has all this braid left on his reel, or that can go back on. So that is where hollow core braid is the best on the market for fishing, because when you get into items like this, if you're willing to invest the time into it, and actually I don't even have to invest the time. Okay, I can cut here, splice it, and keep going and be done in a few minutes. But I'm hard-headed, so I'm gonna show you. Yeah, you know.
And it shouldn't be, like I said, if I had two arms, I would have done it.
Yeah.
I take the time because I'm not gonna spend. I mean, even though I have the money, whatever, it's time out of my fishing. I have to stop and, you know, but.
So right here, it's already coming apart. And you saw how locked down that was. And that is why I love the hollow core braid, because at the end of the day, ka-chow. Done.
Nice.
Done. You know what I mean? So right there, the line counter zeroed out. Now we're going to count the line back onto his reel of what he just saved. Even if I were to cut that out, it was only like 18 inches. You know what I mean? So you wouldn't have lost but maybe 1.5 feet, because after we splice it, you lose a little bit more, but that's nothing compared to if it was mono or solid braid. You wouldn't get all this line back. So we're going to fill it back up. And even then, too, we've got a little bit of gap there that we can add some more line, because it looks like you've been broke off a couple times.
Yeah, once I think.
So
we need to get rid of all the frayed stuff.
I already did.
Oh, we already did. Good.
Already did. So
how much did we have?
I added on 67 more yards, or 67 yards back onto the reel.
So you're telling me?
Yep.
I cast 67 yards backward.
More, further, because you got to remember, I took off all that braid there, and you know,
that's impressive.
You said that the wind knot went off, right?
Yeah.
So however much it went off, you'd probably doing a 75, 80 yard cast.
Praise God.
Roger that. Good job,
Yeah.
man. Good job.
Some people can't even cast that far forward.
With 2 hands.
With both arms. Hey, but I practice a lot because I fish a lot.
Yeah.
You know?
No doubt. You put the time in. All right. So next question. You want me to go ahead and splice in and add some more so you can get back to full? It's probably going to only be like 20 yards or so.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I'm going to recommend it. And the reason for it is because the backing, that light green line that you're hitting, you want that for your backing. That's your safety net. So when you hook a monster fish and he wants to run, you're not fraying up that line. That's your safety net. You need it to be top notch, always ready to go. So now that you've lost some of the braid on top, this is where, again, mono cannot do this, solid braid cannot do this without knots. I don't like knots in my gear because we get seaweed, we get debris, and it catches on the knots, and yes, it's bad. So, let me... I know I've got some of that line here somewhere. Oh, it's right here. Yep, there's the 100 pound. That's what he's using for Top Shot. So. And now we can splice in and maintain his line capacity. So, for all business sense right here, we're gonna splice in, and now if it was like this without that wind knot, all we would charge is for what we're gonna add on. So if it's only 20 yards, that's all you pay. But this is a great video to show people why we love the Hollow Core Braid so much. And then the other deal was, well, I can buy the cheaper line, cheaper braid at this price. I could fill up a reel, real cheap for this price. And I'm like, okay. Spam. I'm gonna block that. That way I ain't gotta worry about it. All right, so his deal was, well, I can buy this, and I'm kind of paraphrasing just because, it was a conversation during the live video at a tournament, and he kept rooting about how he only has to pay $80 to fill up each of one of his reels, his big reels. I'm like, okay, well, how many times do you have to do that? Well, about every 3 trips. And I know he fishes a lot, so I was like, well, okay, on that note, say you do 30 trips a year, and he kind of looked, no, that seems about right. And I was like, okay, so you replace your line 10 times a year, that's $800. Plus all the time that you have spent downspooling and respooling all those reels to encompass your $80 line. And he goes, well, yeah. And I said, well, you've already spent more than I have per reel when I still have the same line I've had on my reel for several years now. And he sat there and he thought about it for a second. And some people you can get through, and others, no matter what, they're just looking at the initial cost. And he sat there and he thought about it, and he goes, damn, you're right. And everybody else was around us was hearing in on the conversation. And it was a great, conversation to expand the knowledge and share it with those that are asking and or unclear about. So I was like, this is awesome. It was a good opportunity for him, for me, and everybody else that was standing around us to learn why we choose to spend more on our line right up front rather than, doing a little bit at a time, because eventually it's going to cost a lot. So that's what you need to look at, guys, when you are sitting there and planning to fill up your reels with line. Look at the overall cost for the year. How many times you've had to do this, how many times you've had to do that, and keep track of the liters. If you keep track of all of that and you start really thinking outside the box, you will see that what we're teaching here ain't a gimmick. It is actually, I'm a broke fisherman, guys. Yes, I have a lot of gears, but I nickel and dime everywhere I can, and I try to save money as much as possible. But it's like certain things you don't go cheap on. Clorox is one of them. I don't like cheap Clorox. It doesn't clean the same way. Or you get those little hand scrubbies that are 50 cents at the dollar store. You buy those and they're done after the first time you use it. Spend the $4 or $5 and it's gonna last you 2 or 3 months before you have to get rid of it. So you get what you pay for, guys, in a lot of instances. Now, don't get me wrong. There's other times when you can buy cheap and works just as great. You just got to have the research done behind it to know at which time that's okay and when it's not. So, and then it can be up to you. Are you okay with that? You know, if you are, well then, hey, that's all you, boss. You know, whatever floats your boat, whatever floats my boat is going to be different. You know, and I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I'm just saying we're different. And that's the beauty of life, beauty of fishermen. So, here we go. We've got the hollow core braid I have spliced in, and now he's maintaining his line capacity. So we're going to spool this on.
You don't even have no bump or none, huh?
A slight variation in thickness, that's it. So now I can go ahead and put this on there. And I have added, I can make an even 35 because you got a little bit of room on here. 36 yards of line right there. So that's all he would be paying for is 36 yards of line. And this is again where it comes.
Not very much.
No,
because I spend the money for the hollow core to begin with.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I love it because, dude, I'll be crying if I lose the big one that got away.
Bro, you fishing the way you're fishing, bro. You're asking for it, man.
Well, see, that's so. You know, in my opinion, it's a God thing because he put the wind knot in there so I can bring it over here so he can replace all that line.
Right.
Because I was fixing he's gonna put a big monster on there, and I was gonna lose it.
Yeah, but I want to hear the story when you do. I know.
You already know.
Oh yeah. So.
You know, and a lot of people, they recognize me. Oh, you're the guy on YouTube. I'm like, what? YouTube? Yeah. Albert Zertuche. Hard lives. When we're at the causeway, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Where you put me on video on the live. They're like, all right, that guy got one arm, he's fishing.
Yes, sir. Rocking it.
Yeah, a lot of people, I promise, at least 10 people have told me, oh, aren't you the guy on YouTube? I was like, yeah, that's me. The one arm Lucky Charm.
There you go. Awesome. All right, guys. Sorry I have not paid attention to the comments, but I was kind of focused in over here on the phone calls and the line and stuff like that. But there we go. So now, again, this is why we choose the hollow core braid, because otherwise he would have had a knot there, and knots are bad, like they really are. So give me a second. Let me get this back onto his reel. And that, I mean, that leader's still good, I guess. But whoever crimped it didn't do it correctly.
I don't want that. I'm not.
Yeah, they
Just put my.
Do you understand why they did it incorrectly? They crimped it like monofilament. See how it's flared out and flared out?
Oh.
That means it's only holding in that little bitty section. There.
Well, we're not gonna mention who did it.
Well, I'm going to show the channel just so they understand when they're buying leaders what to look for. Because this is good knowledge, you know?
Right.
So when properly crimping a leader, guys, especially with cable, because cable you don't have to worry about any of the sharp edges or burrs that are left on a crimp. So you can actually crimp all the way across and without it worrying about cutting the leader, you know what I mean? So this being coated cable, he should have crimped it all the way across, and literally that's a couple of little changes he has to do, and it'll be a good leader again. So I just prefer not to use the snaps when I'm putting on my hooks, because you find out when they're bad, right? When you got a big fish on, or had a big fish on.
Oh yeah, you right.
All right.
No,
so,
that was just an emergency one. That's why I put it on.
No worries. But it's good knowledge. That's all I'm looking for. Is knowledge. So, all right. And
can we just tie my whatchamacallit back on?
Your snap swivel?
Yeah.
Give me a second.
That's one I think you had given me the last one.
Let's get you a better one. If there's something that you want on there, go with the
One that
more
goes through.
No, a more expensive one.
Okay.
Because they're great for a short period of time, but I can tell with you don't like to change out the stuff. So,
But
like, okay,
can't
so
change it out, Albert.
see this one?
Mm.
That's a great one. That's actually stainless steel, so that one's not gonna rust. Eventually it'll wear off, but actually we can cut that and attach that.
Do that.
You'll be good to go. So, all right. Let's go back over to my workbench over there because I got lunch waiting for me.
Oh, yeah.
It's over here taking up my seat. Oh man. Let's show y'all real quick. Let's see. What did I do over here? Control. Come on.
You see how dirty it was in there when you put the line?
Hold on. But I don't know what I did over here, but. Okay. So. There's my lunch right there, guys. All right. Give me a second, guys. Let me find my little holder for my phone. It's on my tripod over here.
What are you doing?
My holder for my phone.
Oh.
I think I might have left it in the truck. So, all right, guys, give me a second. Let me get this organized over here. And we're gonna cut that off.
I'm gonna get you my heater that I want you to put on there.
All right.
Oh no, I'm not in my truck.
No.
No. No.
All right. So now the cost of maintaining its line capacity is $7. There you go. All right. Braid cutters. What did I do? No, I'm gonna need wire cutters for that. That leader, because what did I do with it? Oh, it's right here. So he originally had this snap swivel on there. So these actually go bad after a while. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put this heavier duty snap swivel on his line so that way you can leave that one on there. And yep, yes sir. Give me a second. Let me find my wire cutters right here. Go. You got the top for the rut? Just so I can make sure I tie it on. Actually, looks like it might go through all the guides. That's what I just wanted to check on before I actually attach it. So you can reel it all the way
Do
in.
the top one.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna go through. Pretty good.
You're gonna go through all of them?
Huh?
You're gonna go through all of them?
Those two will always be the smaller ones. Not
The
just
second one, not the top one?
the top. The tip's
Oh, wow.
bigger. The tip's
It's
bigger.
bigger.
Yeah. So. One, two, three, four, and fifth one goes there.
Did you see the bell? Does it look crooked to you?
The bail?
The,
It's way low, yeah. Oh yeah, it's loose here. Yeah, look at that.
Oh shoot.
Hold on. Hard life. Yes, sir. Okay. All right, I'll do that. Yes, sir. Got you, boss. Awesome. Thank you. Yes, he does work in mysterious ways. Phone call just came through, and they're paying for your fix-up and stuff here. So, yeah.
They're paying for it?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yes, sir.
All right. So nothing out of my pocket.
Nothing out of your pocket,
Praise
bro.
God.
Yep.
That is,
Hard
that's
golden.
God right there, boy. They're like,
Oh,
oh, that's easy over there.
I think it's just loose. Let me find the screwdriver real quick. I know I've got some here.
I'm glad I noticed that.
Yep. No, you're good now. Since it has the clip on here, you want to just like have it attached like to this or something?
There or up there. That's perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. And you are ready to go, sir.
Sure. Go home fishing. Yeah, man, I love it. Thank you, man.
Roger that.
Who was it?
Oscar Ayala.
Do I know him?
No, one of our YouTube winners over here. He's won several of our fire drawings and stuff like that. But yeah, this is the channel, bro. It's so awesome. The amount of people in here that have big hearts and
They said, you can go and help that guy out.
Roger that. Yes, sir.
Albert?
Yes, sir. You have a good one.
All right, bud.
Got it? There we go. Another blessed one. Yes, sir. So, give me a second, guys. Let me go to my truck and see if I can find my folder for the phone, because I'm gonna need it here in a little bit because I got some explaining from here to do with y'all. Give me a second. Oh, son. Right outside. Down in there. Bought myself another one the other day, so I was kind of anticipating things to kind of go off chart there for a minute. So. Later, Lucky. That's awesome. All right, so I also got some great news. Give me a second. Let me get kind of this sorted real quick. All right, how am I looking now, boss? Am I still pixelated? What's up, hurting for sturgeon? John, Edgar, what's up, guys? Let me get back on over here, the YouTube. I can see everybody that's been on there. But again, guys, thank you very much for chiming in. Our channel has really been taking some leaps and bounds, which is awesome. We've been putting a lot of work for a lot of years, and You know, kind of like when there's been several jumps in our YouTube channel. One of them was when our videos, when I went from like, I can't remember what the jump was, but one of them was right before we hit 15,000. We made a huge jump there from whatever the number was, and it was because of the video shorts that I had been putting out. They took off, and we got a huge amount of subscribers because of it. Well, after that, I kind of started paying attention to what I was doing with the verbiage and stuff like that. So I went back and I worked on a bunch of videos, but I probably only did a couple hundred just because I wanted to see if it was going to work out for me. Well, after that, we got more bigger jumps, and then I've talked to other YouTubers and seeing how they label their videos and what they're using, and then also too, you know, I've done some growth as well. So and looking at all of that, I went back through, and I really went back through all my videos, and I'm talking like several thousand videos. I did it for weeks on end, and a lot of y'all will know about this too, because I sat there and I started answering a bunch of the questions from y'all, from comments, you know, that have been without a response for like a year or something like that. Well, oh wow, look, they actually gave me a hookup for like a GoPro or something like that. That's new. Okay, I can take that. Oh man. But it has been a roller coaster there, and I am ready to eat some lunch here. I'm not going to be going live later this afternoon after 6 because I got a couple of meetings I got to attend to, and once I get through with that, then we'll see what we got going. But I've got to go through my reels over here. Give me a second for me. Let me get this in here. Yes, Oscar, you nailed it right there, boss. Me and my brother-in-law, we were talking about it, and my wife and his wife and stuff like that. We were talking about the different times when it's moved upon us, or a lot of times it's that inner voice that is sitting there telling us to do something, but we're so hard-headed that we don't pay attention. No, we sit there and we fight it. You know, a lot of times it's God speaking to you. That is his way of saying, hey, go do this, you know, go do it. Like, you know, and if you just did it and believed in it, it can change your life. And there was a lot of times that I would sit there, and a lot of the things that that inner voice was telling me to do or not do, and I was choosing to ignore it. And when I would choose to ignore it, and then it would come out that, man, if I had just did what that voice told me, I would have been all right, or I would have been that much better, or, you know, so many different things would have been so awesome, and I chose to ignore it. I'm just saying, you know, check it out, guys. It really is something else right there. But I'm hungry, so yeah, actually, what I'm thinking about doing, guys, and I hate to cut it short, but I'm gonna eat chow real quick, and then I'm gonna get the reels that I need to get set up. I'm gonna go ahead and get them off the rod, so that way y'all don't have to sit there and kind of watch me work while I'm getting it. But prepping for a shark tournament this weekend, and again too, this is gonna continue on with the series of why the Hollow Core Braid is better than the Solid Braid and or monofilament. And I'm gonna show you in real life examples. That was one of them. You know, one of our fishermen took it, you know, to the next level and listened to us and gave it a shot. And you hear him, you know, he's so excited and so impressed with it. And, you know, and he's a one-armed fisherman, and he is putting it down. He is going fishing any chance he gets, guys. So again, guys, I am totally humbled and blessed to be here with y'all. And I did get the email confirmation today. I got it today of me confirming my 100,000 subscriber mark plaque. Yes! So on that note too, I've got more prizes coming in for more sponsors. I'm really doing the due diligence of contacting the sponsors, making sure we are on the same page, because this is going to be a huge one, guys. And we've got so many new subscribers on the channel. I definitely want to put our best foot forward. You know, the Lord's blessed us with a huge opening, and we definitely want to make sure we follow through. So again, guys, I'm going to listen to that little voice in my head, and I think y'all should too. So y'all have a good one. I will talk to y'all in a bit. Let me get down. I got to get down on this pizza over here. So y'all have a good one. We'll talk to you in a bit.